Good afternoon. We're going to do a deep dive into the Final Vault and we're going to look at doom metal essentials. So, heavy metal as a genre, or hard rock, whatever you want to call it, it's nearly 60 years old and it's mutated and developed subgenres and sub-subgenres of that. And each one of them brings something new. Be it black metal with the extremity and the corpse paint. Could be someone like Rammstein with the industrial sound and the pyros, Iron Maiden with their props, Eddie, Judas Priest developing the leather and denim look, and so on and so forth. Doom metal is unusual in that it strips all of that away. There's two reasons for this as far as I can see. One is financial. You don't join a doom band to make money, although they do tend to have long, if spotty, careers. The second reason is the doom metal Bible is you can only trust yourself on the first 6 Black Sabbath albums. So the template set down by Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward and the late great Ozzy is what doom metal bases all of its music on. There'll be other bands to listen to, proto metal bands from before Sabbath time, American bands like Grand Funk Railroad. But Sabbath is the cornerstone of all of it, still to this day. And the natural place then to start is with an American band who should be in the American version of Black Sabbath, and that's Pentagram. Their lead singer, Bobby Liebling, there isn't an opportunity he hasn't wasted or a hand held out to him that he hasn't bitten. At one stage, Sandy Pearman, Blue Oyster Cult's manager and producer, was interested in them. Bobby blew that as well. So I think to date they've had 15 guitarists, 11 bass players and around 15 drummers. So a difficult man to work with. Formed in 1973, they didn't bring out their debut album to 1983. But this is a cornerstone of not only a heavy metal collection, but definitely heavy doom metal collection. Day of Reckoning, Evil Seed, When the Screams Come, all still in their set. And it's got Victor Griffin on guitar, Martin Sweeney on bass, and Joe Hasselfander on drums. And this is considered a classic lineup. Hasselfander went on to form his own doom band, I believe, called Hasselfander's Hound, I think it was called. And Victor Griffin's gone on to do other things as well. Now, they've released a ton of albums, and they released their latest album, I think, last year on Heavy Psych Sounds. Now they've surrounded him with a great band. He's got Tony Reid, the producer and guitarist from Moss Generator, and Henry Vasquez, who's played with another doom metal band, Saint Vitus. And they're really pushing him. It's a good album, and they're out touring. I was supposed to see them twice. Once I was in Birmingham for the Back to the Beginning, and I was supposed to see them the next day, and I got delayed in Birmingham Airport for 6 hours. Then I was supposed to see them earlier this year, and they cancelled. So hopefully I'll get to see them someday. It's more out of curiosity, I have to be honest. With the music, they released a lot of singles before the first album. I really liked them. So we have First Days here. Now, mainly I love this because it features Forever My Queen, which would be Pentagram's version of Paranoid, or their own Paranoid if you like. But the rest of the album is great. Songs like Living in a Ram's Head, Star Lady, Walking the Blue Light. Now, to be honest, this is more hard rock than the harder doom sound they developed later on, but I really love this album, and it's a really good snapshot of a band developing their sound. There's a follow-up to it called First Days here too. Bit of a pun on words. And some of these songs, Be Forewarned, When the Screams Come, were re-recorded. Much heavier doom. And this is more the hard rock end of it again. And Pentagram are a great band. If you can get your head around how horrible a person Bobby Liebling is. There is a documentary called Last Days here, D-A-Z-E, keeping with the team there. But be forewarned, before you go into it, he is a horrible man, really, and it's so horrible you're probably going to need a shower after watching it. But if you're interested in the history of the band, that documentary is great. If you're interested just in the music, then check out those albums. And if you're interested in this content, keep it vinyl, keep it real, like and subscribe. Fifth Wheel Records. I'll catch you again soon.